Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Craw Park. Let's jump right on in. So today I want to talk about a stock that went crazy today, IMRN. Now this is the stock that I would not have traded simply because it falls outside of my trading plan, but I wanted to show you how catalysts move the stock, and I want to actually show you other trading methods as well because you may not want to trade the way I trade. So today around 6 o'clock a.m., this stock, which is a biomedical stock, there was some FDA news on it. And so, unless a clinical trial fails, for the most part, FDA news is positive. And so, at 6 a.m., this stock actually had a small pop. And actually, I'll try to zoom in and so you can see the article. Okay. So, there you go. All right. So, U.S. Department of Defense Naval Medical Research Center requests meeting with FDA on phase 2 trials, blah, 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 right? So, without even reading and getting more information about what happened, we can generally assume that that's a positive situation. So, as you can see, the stock went from about $2 to a high of almost $4. So, but because it's pre-market, you have very low volume. And I'll zoom out and I can actually show you and compare. Here you have the pre-market volume, which is here. You have the normal trading volume over here. So as you can see, essentially no volume almost the entire pre-market period. Now, for whatever reason, around 9:15, which is probably the time that most traders are getting to their stations and kind of going over their pre-market watch list, this stock just took off. So it went up from $3 to a high of almost almost 13.50 pre-market, which when you think about percentage gain, that's ridiculous. And so for whatever reason, it just popped up like that. And I know you may be wondering, well, why is there no volatility halt? So there's a caveat. During pre-market and post-market, a stock can go from $0 to $100 and back again with no halts because there are no halts during the pre-market or post-market time. And so this stock was allowed to run freely pre-market with no halts. So let me see what happens, right? So at the open, we have a quick buy, but also a quick sell-off. Got rejected immediately. And this is most likely people trying to take profit, right? So if you have a significant gain from $2, $3 to $12.50, most people are going to try to lock in those prices and lock in that profit. So I mean, people are usually just taking profit at this time, and then we have a general and gradual sell-off. But as you can see, the stock did take off today. So it started from $3 but ended around $29. So significant gain there. So like I said before, I didn't trade it. I wouldn't have traded it because it's not my style. It doesn't fall within my trading plan. But I want to kind of show you other styles and kind of just give you more exposure to what happens in the market. There's many different ways to make market. There's many different ways to make money in the market, and so I kind of want to show you a variety of styles. So I want to go back to our old friend AMD and show you something that I did trade. So here we have AMD. Now they had some good news today as well. So when I go back and I remember, I believe NVIDIA and AMD had some news together, which is odd because NVIDIA and AMD are actually competitors in the graphic chip market. But for some reason, they had some joint news today, and so the stock took off, right? And this was an easy, let me not say easy, a simple trading plan and trading execution. So what you can do is there's a strategy called open range breakout. And essentially what that means is that what you do is you look at the range of the pre-market, right? So the top and the bottom. And then based on that, if the stock moves outside of that range, that's the opportunity for you to get short or to get long in the stock. So let's actually look at the pre-market high. I'll actually draw it on the screen for you. So let's say about right there, 52.78. Okay, so let's zoom in a little bit more. Oh, too much. Okay, so this red line here that I just drew, that's going to be your pre-market high. Now we can use the line, let's use another line. Let's say this is your pre-market low, right? So we got these two lines here, and maybe I'll take out that red line. Well, I'll just leave it. All right, so this vertical, excuse me, this horizontal line here at 52.78 and this horizontal line here at 52.52, all right? So that's going to be our opening range. Now, as we can see at 9:30, the stock actually starts above that range. So you could have gotten long there, but if you wanted more confirmation, you could have waited until the next minute. But at that point, that's a clear signal that this is clearly bullish. It's clearly going up. It's time to get long. So that's really what happened, right? Get long, and then you honestly just ride the entire momentum up until you get a reason to get out the stock, right? So these candles here, and here, these kind of quote unquote 1 minute pullbacks, for me, I don't let it deter me just because it has to really give me a clear indication that it's going to stop me out. So you can see that it never falls below the 9 EMA. And for me, that's what I kind of use as a determining factor in whether to stay in or get out. So because it never closes below the 9 EMA, you're free and clear to take this entire trade all the way up. And as you can see, it started from 52.75. I mean, you got a $2 gain here in less than 30 minutes. And so when it does actually close below the EMA right about here, 10.05, that's where you should get out. So that's actually going to do it for me today. That's really just a really quick example and demonstration of what happened today in the market. If you want to know more about, I guess, trading low float stocks, IMRA, stocks like that, let me know in the comments below. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I'll see you next time.